It's a very close passage to me, and I'll explain why. The church of Colossae, very small town. Not a lot of people. And yet, God put it in the spirit of Paul to write this to the church of Colossae. See, God doesn't do the thing that we do. We look at size.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, wow, that's a big church. Ooh, they got a lot of members. Oh, they must be doing something. God said we need to write to this church.
All right, all right.
Saying about numbers. See, we got to realize we all one body. And what we do is just as important as any other church. And we need to understand that. That's why it's so close to my heart. Because it's not about the size of your church. It's about the heart
That's right.
of your church.
That's right.
And the heart of the church lies in each and every one of us. Amen? So, we read the verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not on the things of the earth. Now let's stop for a minute. When he says set your affection, he's not talking about that affectionate word that we use all the time. Like, oh, he's so cute. No. No. We're talking about a mental state. We're talking about your emotional state. Set your affections, your mental state, on the things above. Simple instruction enough, right? No, not right. Because all the time, when we let stuff bother us, it's not the things above. But why are we focused on that? Why are we not focused on only the things above? What is it that the things above cannot provide? We too busy thinking it's about us. So we gonna do this. And we don't come through, we mad. We frustrated. Because we setting our eyes on things of the earth. We not understanding God is in control.
Amen.
When whatever you were working on went wrong, God was in control.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
And what did we not say at that time? We didn't say, oh, this went wrong. God is good. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't say he was in control. Matter of fact, you know what we do? We blame whatever went wrong.
Yep.
That's what we're going to set our time doing. I'm not going to set my affection on things above. No, I'm going to blame what went wrong for my mood that I'm in right now. Like how we justified that? Now we can justify being in this mood we're in. Because we're not focused on the things above, are we? Set your affections on the things above. Now, if we do that, is there any reason why we're not going to be in a peaceful place? No matter what happens, once we realize who's in control and we give it to him, where else are you going to be but in a peaceful place? So if you're not in a peaceful place, guess where you're not setting your attention and your affection?
That's right. That's right.
Simple as that. It's as simple as that. I promise you, he will take care of it. If you don't know, you ask anybody else in this room. They'll set you straight on it. If you all, you out of order. You out of order. I was talking to a gentleman I told you I met earlier this week. Ooh, that brother was deep. And he said something that made too much sense. He said people have the word. They just don't have it in order. He said you can have the right phone number for a place, but if you don't dial it in order, you ain't getting it. I said, ooh, I like that. I said, you better come preach that or I'm going to steal it. I'm telling you, it's true. If you are not in order, if you're not putting anything in order, you ain't going to get through. Set your affection on things above. If you are a sniper, and my target is that base, y'all gonna be kind of concerned if I'm looking over here. Y'all gonna be like, brother better get himself together. But that's what we doing. And your life is hid with Christ in God. Put your life in God and Him in you. Walk with Christ. Do we understand what I'm saying? Walk with Christ. A lot of times, we don't. We do not walk with Christ. And then we're wondering how we got where we are. I don't know. But when I was a kid, I'll say myself, I'll say y'all remember. When I was a kid, I remember being with my mom in the grocery store. And my mom's busy looking for what she's doing. And y'all know me, I'm looking for Captain Crunch or whatever. I'm going to do my own thing. And then all of a sudden I look up and mom's not around. You know what comes next? Tears. I bust out crying. Someone from the store find me. They hold on. They take me around. They find my mother. And first I said to my mom is, why'd you leave me? But that's how we do Christ. We walk away. And then we wonder where He is. Y'all better know. And then the verses tell us the things to stay away from. Fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affections, which is inappropriate or unrestrained disorderly affection, right? Covetous, which is idolatry. We must not do these things. For the scriptures say, these things say the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience.
Yep.
Do we understand? As I always talk about, guarding your gateways. Do you understand some of the things we watch put us in that mindset?
Come on now.
Some of the things we listen to
So true.
will put us in that mindset. Some of the people you may be hanging out with will put you in that mindset. When it says the uncleanness, you got to watch what you're watching. All of a sudden, you handle things different. You do things, you don't wonder where did that come from?
Yep.
It's that uncleanliness.
Yep, that's right.
It's just, it's no different than if this podium was so dusty and I walked past it. Where'd that come from? It's same thing. Same thing. You got to guard your gateways. Because if you're not clean, you don't have a guarded gateway, things will get in there. And although you don't know it, you're walking in this stuff.
That's right.
Hey, how's it going, man? You doing all right? Yeah, we're doing good, all right. That's good. So what's going on? Yeah, and then all of a sudden, his conversation goes sideways because somebody else came and started, and I'm like, all right, brother, I'll talk to y'all later. I can't hang with them no more. They done started going somewhere. I can't go with them.
That's right. That's right.
But nah, we'll stay there.
Hey.
Yeah, really? She should. Yeah. Where'd all that come from? Not you, though. I just need an example. So, but where does that come from? That's what happens. That's what happens. We can't afford that. We have to make sure and ensure at all times we're staying in our lane. We're staying in our lane. We gotta have that thing like some cars have. You know, you start to build your lane, you beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
We need one of those. I tell you what, if I had one of those, somebody could be standing by me and all of a sudden go, man, what's that noise? Nothing, I just need to get back in my lane, that's all. We need some of that.
Amen.
Because things happen, don't it? Check out verse 8. Put off all these things: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth.
Come on now.
Now, Understand for the next few minutes, I'm not talking to anybody here at Everyday People Ministries.
Yeah.
But this is all part of stuff I gotta do. Y'all feel me? Okay. So we think about anger. The stuff that makes us angry. Because once again, since we have our minds and our attention set on above, you know those things from above that make us angry? Then we must not be in the right place. So
That's right,
those
that's right.
things of the world that make us angry.
That's right.
You know, when we're not looking up. And then you get angry. You realize once you get angry, woo, that's the devil's playground.
It really
And
is.
he invites all his friends.
Yes, he does.
He's like, they angry, come on, y'all!
Yep.
We're about to have a good time right here. And then somebody sitting there saying, oh my bad, I'm sorry you're angry. The devil just, nah, you ain't take that apology. We're gonna keep partying. They'll keep it going.
Yep.
Keep it going so bad that sometimes your anger turns into wrath. Now you wish something will happen to that person.
Come on, help us, help us, help us.
Oh, he's having a big time party now.
Yeah.
He done called a decorator, put streamers up, because now you talking about, I wish something would happen to something. It feels good in here. The water's good in the pool. Come on in. And we setting up a perfect atmosphere for the enemy right inside us. Right inside us. Why? Because we didn't stay where we were supposed to stay.
That's right.
We let us get in the way. We gotta understand. We gotta stop all that. Filthy communication. Filthy communication. You know, we'll say stuff that we'll be ashamed to repeat in front of Christ himself. And I got news for y'all. He's standing right there.
Come on now.
He's standing right there. Some students were playing a video game. I came up behind them. I'm watching them. And one of the guys just cussed him. And the other guy kept looking back at me like hoping he'll get the message. Looking back. And finally he goes, oh, Mr. Dang, I'm sorry. Yeah, but see, the thing is, I mean, I appreciate your apology, but that's your character. You show me your character. Don't apologize now that you know I'm standing here.
Right, right.
Why don't we try to change the behavior? That's what we gotta do. Don't apologize now we go up, somebody saw me. Nah, it should have been that way in the first place. If you don't want somebody seeing you act that way, don't act that way at all. That's the best way to do it. Just don't act that way. But nah, we all right acting a fool in front of some people. But we won't act that way in front of other people. You know? We gotta actually check that. We're gonna put that in that how does that work box. Because it's not supposed to work that way. It is not supposed to work that way. Lie not to one another, seeing that ye have put off the old man. Now listen. It's not an age thing. I don't want y'all looking at me saying, well, I ain't as old as you yet, so I'm good. That's not what he means by putting off the old man. He means putting off that person you used to be. Putting off that person you used to be. When you can associate with who you were, you be the wrong person. You need not to be able to associate. When you do actions and it's like, yeah, because that's the old, get away from that.
Amen. Amen.
Get away from that. Put off the old man, watch this, with his deeds.
With his deeds.
Y'all awake?
Yeah.
I see y'all looking like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, listen. Don't just change the outer appearance. With his deeds, That's stuff he used to do too. Got to go. See, when he says, put on the new man, that's what he means. New. Put off the things of old. Okay, listen. I don't know if everyone knows. Pretty sure everybody knows. My wife recently got in a car accident. And they totaled out the vehicle. And so I had the joy of shopping for a new vehicle with my wife. Joy indeed. And hear me out. There's some stuff her old vehicle didn't do. Her plan is, well, being I'm getting a new one, I want my new vehicle to do these things.
Works for me.
Works for me too. So, we're sitting there shopping. Oh, babe, this is nice. No, wrong color. Got you. Oh, I like this. Does it have heated seats? Navigation? Da-da-da. Okay. Maybe what's the gas mileage? These are all the things she learned from the old vehicle she don't want to deal with. We're going to deal with a new vehicle.
Amen.
So here's my thing. I thought to myself, well, I can find her this vehicle, and she's going to have a new vehicle. But if 2 months down the line, the navigation is off, the heated seats don't work, and the gas mileage goes up, she's going to look at me and say, I might as well have kept the old one. And I'm thinking to myself, how many times does God say that about us?
Wow.
I might as well have kept the old one.
Jesus.
Because how often do we keep that change? Do we keep new? Do we stay new?
Jesus.
And every day we got to get newer. If that makes sense.
Yes.
We got to keep on working on us.
Amen.
Because I'm telling you right now, let that truck navigation stop and the heated seat stop. Guess who's going to be driving it? You know it. I'm going to be driving it.
Yeah, you're right. Joyfully.
Get rid of it. Amen. Amen. Baby, I got it. I'll see you. I didn't like that one anyway. You go ahead and do that.
I didn't like that one either.
Do we understand? This new person can't revert back. Oh, what's the use? What's the use? So we have to understand the change has to be permanent. This new has to be permanent. Matter of fact, that's why it's called new. That way we don't have to worry about changing it back. It's not changed. We're going to call it new.
New man.
New man. None of that stuff even existed anymore. You see what I'm saying? Once again, I'll use the shopping technique. My wife, she uses a line that we've heard often in commercials. Let me see the Carfax.
I know that's right.
Been in an accident? Nope. She don't want something been in an accident. No! That's been fixed. There's a difference.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why they don't want to call it, changed, fixed. No. New man. Never been in an accident.
That's good. That's
Never
good.
had all that stuff happen to it.
That's oh my God.
New man.
My God. My God. That's good. That's good.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? So we gotta understand. When we change to that new, it's no more who we were. It's who we are. And then more importantly, where we going.
Amen. Good word.
And the minute you start to do this,
Help us.
you better hear that beep, 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 beep. Don't go back. Get back in that lane. I better hear that beep. Get rid of the things of old. Move forward. Verse 10. And put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge
Knowledge.
after the image of him that created him.
Amen. Amen.
gotta be clear.
Yeah.
Put on the new man, renewed in.
Knowledge.
I read something, matter of fact, once I read it, I printed it up, I taped it to my desk. I said, that's real. It said, false knowledge is more dangerous than ignorance.
I know that's the truth. Wow.
I said,
Wow.
I'm going to take that one with me.
Mhm.
Renewed in knowledge. We got to have the real knowledge, though. Not that fake knowledge. You heard people try to justify what they're doing, and you're like, that's not what that meant.
Mhm.
We can't get it twisted. That causes for constant study. But here's the trick. When you're constantly studying,
Jesus.
guess where your affections are set on?
That's right.
Come on now. See how he gets you in that trick bag? All you gotta do is just follow. You're like, oh, that's what he's trying to do. Yep. He's trying to set you up for success.
Amen.
All you gotta do is listen. New man. Sounds good, don't it? So check this out. We talked about what not to do. We talked about the things that you gotta get rid of. But then he also talks about what you replace it with. Holy and beloved bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. Simple enough, right? All that instruction is a process.
Amen.
Nobody's gonna say, oh, okay, I put all this stuff, I got bowels of mercy, I'm good to go. Mm-mm. It takes time. It takes time to have a humbleness mindset.
Amen.
It takes time to be patient, to have long suffering. That takes time to build that. You don't get that overnight. Some of that stuff, that's a just difficult concept for people to grasp. You know that, right?
Amen.
Forgive who? Whatever. Because what's funny is, the word doesn't read, forbearing one another, forgiving one another of a select few.
Oh, come on.
I don't think it says that. But that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
We have that small circle of people that this will apply to. Everybody else, beware. It's true. It's hanging on the fence right outside of our personality. No. You're not on the list. So don't go there.
Wow.
It's not for a select few. We have to understand. This is a process. This is a process. But it has to be a process of working. A process of serious work
Yeah.
in our lives.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen.
Put away, pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Put away, pick up. And why I say that is because you can't leave that blank space.
That's right. That's the
You
word.
can't just put away
That's the word. That's the
and you
word.
leave that blank space.
Mhm.
Because then you'll end up junking it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, I got a shelf at home with nothing on it. But by the end of the week, you'll have loose change, keys, receipt from Walmart. Whatever comes out of my pocket, I'll just throw it on that shelf. But if I put a trophy on that shelf, or a Dallas Cowboy helmet on that shelf, or a picture of my wonderful wife on that shelf, now, all of a sudden, I don't put stuff on that shelf. Because it has a purpose. See, when you remove stuff and leave it empty, it ain't got no purpose. Something else will land there.
Amen.
Something else will land there. Unless you give it purpose.
Right.
That's why you got to put something back up in there.
Amen.
And that's why it tells us what to replace with. It tells us exactly what to replace with. All we got to do is follow the instruction. Follow the instruction. It starts with a commitment to the new person,
Amen.
which means we have a commitment to Christ. Our commitment to Christ is shown not by what we say, by what we do.
Amen.
Let's go to verse 14. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness.
Amen.
Let's pause for a minute. Let's read John 4:8 real quick.
Yes.
Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love.
That's simple.
Whoever does not love, a select few, does not know God. Oh, because we good at loving some people. We good at loving those that deserve it. But that's not in here. That's not in here. So above all these things, put on charity. Do we understand how important that is? And let the peace of God rule in your hearts. But how are we going to do that? When we're busy, not only not controlling ourselves, but busy trying to control other people.
Wow.
You get that? That's what I love. We not only don't control ourselves, but then we try to control other people.
That's right.
Doesn't work. You'll be frustrated every time. So what you do is learn how to control you. How do you do that? Set your affections on things above.
Amen.
I can't make you look up. But if I stay looking up, whatever you do, it ain't going to affect me. Because I can't let it happen. I can't let it happen. We got to learn how to control ourselves.
Amen.
Set your affections on things above. Do not change by just removing, but also replacing. The Word told us what we have to remove. The Word told us what we have to replace. Remember, that empty shelf, I'm telling you right now, the worst thing you can do in a room is have something empty in that room. It'll become a catch-all. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like, all of a sudden you walk past, like, how did all this junk get on this thing? Because you didn't have a purpose for it. It was just there.
That's good.
And so now it caught everything. That's what happens in our lives, in our spirit. We don't give it purpose. If we're not putting in ourselves what should be there, if we remove it and leave it empty, all of a sudden we wonder, how did we get down here? Oh, because what was going in landed right on that spot and pulled you out of order. All of these instructions are to get order in your life. It puts order in your life. And it started with instruction 1. Set your affections on things above. That's your mental and emotional state. If your mental and emotional state is not focused, you can have somebody tell me, well, no, you can't have what you want. All right, God bless you. Because guess what? That's not what I'm focused on. Focused on Him. Everybody in this room can tell me no, and it's not going to outweigh the yes that He gives me.
Amen.
Do y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Everybody in this room can tell me no. The why in His yes is going to outweigh everything.
That's right. That's right.
But we act like we don't know that. I'm going to tell you how I know. I'm going to tell you how I know the average person acts like they don't know that. I was listening to people talk. And towards the end of the conversation, one of them said, well, all I can do is pray for him. And I thought to myself, all you can do? To me, that's like somebody having a $500 problem and somebody saying, all I can do is give them $1 million. $1 million will pretty much wrap that up. What do people mean when they say, all I could do was pray for them? And that's how I know people don't understand. Set your affections on thing above, you ain't got no worries. You ain't, all you got to figure out is, oh, okay, well then I wasn't supposed to do that. That's fine. Thank you, God, for giving me that no through somebody else.
Amen.
But
Amen.
you gonna give me the yes where I need to be. I just need to be there.
Amen.
Set your affections on things above. Forget about what people are telling you down here. Realize God is in control. And if you want order in your life, set your affections on things above. Respond accordingly. Follow our word. Follow our word.